Hello and welcome to York News, a brief look at what's new and what's happening in York County. I'm Gail Whitaker. Coming up on this edition of York News, the new recycling collection program will begin May 1st.
First order of business, we have a couple of exciting things to do.
Up first, the Board of Supervisors held a regular meeting on Tuesday, April 16th. At the meeting, the board was introduced to a new member of the Colonial Community Criminal Justice Board and received a report on volunteer activity from 2012 and presented awards to the 2012 Outstanding Volunteers. During calendar year 2012, the county benefited from the help of 2,061 volunteers and 88 groups who contributed an estimated 59,995 hours of volunteer service. The value of those volunteer hours added to the general contribution of $172,494 in monetary and in-kind donations the county received equals approximately $1,500,783 donated to the county government operations in 2012.
Voluntary contributions of 60,000 voluntary hours. As Dave said, we're talking about the equivalent of 29 full-time employees.
Outstanding volunteers were Myrna Graham, James Perry, Jane Weiner, Morris Randall, Lois Winter, Virginia Master Naturalists, and the Mariners Museum. There was one public hearing item on the agenda. The board approved the item, which contained amendments to the York County zoning ordinance, including standards and guidelines for the review of signs in the Yorktown Historic District, adding the definition of sidewalk sign, adding language regarding temporary signs, and a new section regarding movable sidewalk signs. The board approved all items on the consent calendar, including minutes of a previous meeting, the sponsorship of an application to amend the York County Code by adding provisions to allow authorization of wedding receptions conducted on the premises of operating bed and breakfast establishments, the sponsorship of an application to amend the York County Code to allow consideration of proposed revisions to reflect and incorporate various changes in the Code of Virginia, commended and congratulated the 2013 Outstanding Youth of the Year in the categories of compassion, community service, courage, and overall achievement, and authorized the execution of a support agreement with Child Development Resources for the operation of early childhood care and developmental services in the Griffin Yates Learning Center. The next regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors is scheduled for Tuesday, May 7th. For more information about the Board of Supervisors meetings, call the County Administrator's Office at 890-3320. The Board's complete agenda, including all supporting materials, is also available on the county's website at www.yorkcounty.gov. Board of Supervisors meetings are retelecast on WYCG TV on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 11 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Programs scheduled for 6 p.m. on the board's meeting dates will be preempted by the live meeting.
With a sign on it on the building?
Meetings are also available both live and on demand on the web. WYCG TV programming on the web may be reached by logging on to the county's website and then selecting WYCG on the home page.
Good evening. Call to order the 10 April York County Planning Commission.
The Board of Supervisors is seeking applications from county citizens interested in serving on the Planning Commission for its upcoming vacancies for Districts 1 and 2.
Yeah, if we're talking a building with a single oven in it, it's no different than a house.
The Planning Commission serves as an advisory body to the board on land use and development issues,
a van or an additional vehicle,
carries out the duties and responsibilities set forth by the state enabling legislation and the county code, and facilitates community participation and public interest in planning for York County. The Commission meets the second Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. in Yorktown. Meetings are televised live on the county's cable channel. District 1 and 2 citizens interested in applying can obtain and file an application by using the county website. Visit www.yorkcounty.gov, click on Online Services, and then Board Bank Application. Applications are also available in the County Administrator's Office at 224 Ballard Street in historic Yorktown or by calling 890-3320. The Planning Commission will hold its next meeting on Wednesday, May 8th at 7 p.m. in York Hall. There are 3 applications on the meeting agenda. amendments to the York County subdivision ordinance to exempt boundary line adjustments from the requirement to dedicate 1/2 of the right-of-way width deficiency for any street abutting the subject property. The establishment of home craft sales with customer contact as a home occupation in conjunction with an existing single-family detached home at 101 Old Dare Road. The property is zoned R20 medium-density single-family residential and is designated medium-density residential in the comprehensive plan. And the expansion of an existing motorcycle sales and service facility located at 7325 and 7331 George Washington Memorial Highway. The parcels are zoned general business and are designated general business in the comprehensive plan. These applications are on file with the Planning Division and may be viewed there. The Planning Division office is located at 224 Ballard Street in historic Yorktown. For more information, call 890-3404. York County's contractor for recycling collection recently began rolling out the new 96-gallon wheeled carts that will be part of the new recycling collection program. The program will have your recyclables collected every other week.
I encourage folks who receive the new containers to give the program a try. I think that if you do give it a try, you'll really like it.
As a part of the recycling program, participants can register for the Recycling Perks Reward Program.
These cans are fitted with an RFID tag, which means that electronically there is a mechanism on the truck that scans and knows that this particular can, which is associated to the people that live in that house, has been emptied. If they are subscribed to the Recycling Perks program, each time their can is emptied, they receive 50 points. And with those points, they can redeem them for discounts and coupons to local businesses here in York County.
What do residents do with the current recycling bins, the smaller bins?
Residents can keep their container, use it for their personal use, just not for recycling. If you don't want to keep your container, you can return it to our office at 145 Goodwin Neck Road. Containers that have been returned to us will be used with the schools so that we can support recycling in the classrooms.
The recycling program is a program that benefits citizens and the environment.
Recycling is the most basic thing that any of us can do towards ensuring that we live in a sustainable world.
That's the last one.
For more information about the program, visit www.yorkcounty.gov/waste management or call 890-3780. The York County Poquoson Master Gardeners will hold a plant sale on Saturday, May 4th from 9 a.m. to noon in the Learning Garden located at 301 Goodwin Neck Road, adjacent to the Public Safety Building. Annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees will be for sale at the Learning Garden plant sale. This event is sponsored by Virginia Cooperative Extension. For more information, call 890-4940. And finally, are you looking for new and exciting events to enjoy with your family and friends this year? Then be sure to pick up a copy of the 2013 Historic Yorktown Events, Festivals, and Activities Calendar, which is packed with information for the entire year.
And this is the tortellini, which is right here. That's what we're serving today.
Among the special events returning this year are Yorktown Market Days and Civil War Weekend. Other returning favorites include Shagging on the Riverwalk Beach Music Concert Series, Yorktown Art Stroll, Yorktown Day Celebration, Rhythms on the Riverwalk, and the Yorktown Wine Festival. All of these events and more can be found listed in the calendar. Complimentary copies can be picked up at the Gallery at York Hall on Main Street, at Parks and Recreation at 100 County Drive, and the Public Information Office at 224 Ballard Street. Event calendars may be viewed and downloaded at www.visityorktown.org. That's all for this edition of York News. Please join us on May 15th for the next edition of York News. Until then, thanks for watching.